Myself Dr. W. Gumane from Kamlanir Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today I am going to discuss the chemistry of first transition series element. As we know that there are total 118 elements are there and in the periodic table, and all these elements have been classified into S block, P block, D block and F block. Depending upon the last electron of that element enter into S orbital, P orbital, D orbital or F orbital. And after this we are here first transition series, actually in a, also known, that is the D block element is also known as transition element. And these transition elements, there are 4 transition series. First transition series, second, third contains 10 element, and fourth transition series is incomplete. And first transition series start from scandium atom number 21 to the zinc atom number 30. So here these are transition elements having important characteristics, and in this first transition stage we are going to discuss the electronic configuration of the element, and after that atomic and ionic ladder, ionization potential and variable oxidation state. So the first transition series contains 10 elements, and D block element are known as transition element because the element which are present between S and P block or in the middle of the periodic table, these elements are known as transition elements. So the today's topic is chemistry of element of first transition series, and here we are going to discuss the different properties of first transition series element. And here, before going to see the different properties, first D block element also known as transition element. And what is transition element? When the elements are present between S and P block element, that is transition between S and P block, these elements are known as transition element, and D block elements are the transition elements. And D block element also placed between S and P block element, which is the transition element. And as we know that there are 4 transition series, first, second, third and fourth. First 3 transition series are complete and having 10 elements, and fourth transition series is incomplete. And here we are going to see the properties of first transition series element. And here in the these transition series have important characteristics, and this is the unique properties of this transition element. But before going to see that, here see the position of first transition series here. This is the periodic table, and here here first transition series start from scandium. This is the first series up to zinc, and this is second transition series, third transition series, and this is the fourth one. So this is first transition series, also known as 3D series, because last electron goes to the 3D orbital. This is second transition, fourth transition. So 10 elements are there from scandium to zinc. So atom number 21 to 30. So they are present. The D block or first transition series elements are present in the middle between S and P block element, and first transition series are present in the fourth period of the periodic table. This is the fourth row of the periodic tables. So total 10 elements are present. After that, we are going to see what are the important characteristics of the D block element. As we know that all the elements present in the D block are metals, and therefore all these metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So these are some important characteristics of this D block element and important characteristics of first transition series element also. So these elements are so hard and brittle and have higher melting and boiling points. They also show the property malleability and ductility. They also form alloy with other metal ions or element, and they exhibit variable oxidation state. They show these elements have strong tendency to form complexes. Most of the elements of their first transition series are paramagnetic in nature because of the presence of one or more unpaired electrons. These elements also show the most of the compounds of D block elements are the first transition series elements are colored because of the presence of one or more unpaired electrons. So these are some important characteristics of D block element. And now first property that we are going to see is the electronic configuration of first transition series element. in case of electronic configuration, first column is shown here the atomic number, and these are the name of the element, these are the symbols of the element. So elements are, name of the elements are scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. And their atomic number is start from 21 to 30. And now here the electronic configuration is shown. And in case of this first transition series, also known as 3D series, the incoming electron goes to the 3D orbital. So one by one, so 3D orbital filled progressively 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. And now and 4s orbital have 2 electrons except chromium and copper. They have some different configuration as expected. And so this is the in case of scandium, electron configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1 and 4s2. So in this way the 3D orbital filled progressively, and therefore this is also known as 3D series element. And important here, so incoming electron go to the 3D orbital, and in this case this table shows that there is, after the electrons are filled in a 3D orbital successively, and up to the zinc, all transition elements have 2 electrons in 4s subshell, and also 1 to 10 electron in a 3D subshells. 2 elements, chromium and copper, however show some different configuration. Chromium having the atomic number 24 has outer orbital configuration 3d5 4s1. Instead we expected 3d4 4s2. And in case of copper, atomic number is 29, has the configuration 3d10 4s1 instead of 3d9 4s2. Both these elements have only 1 electron and 1 electron in a 4s subshell, and instead of 2. This can be explained on the basis of stability of extra stability, or we can say that principle of extra stability, that is half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable. It is also found that electrons tend to occupy such orbital which get either exactly half filled or completely filled. Therefore, chromium and copper acquire a special stability by getting by getting the half filled and completely filled configuration. Hence, these 2 cases or configurations are anomalous. So here only the 2 exceptions are there. Chromium and copper have exceptional configuration. In case of this chromium, 3d5 4s1, 3d10 4s1. So this can be explained on the basis of principle of extra stability. Half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable. So this is the electronic configuration of first transition series element. And now after this, second property that we are going to see is a atomic and ionic radii. As we know that distance between the center of nucleus to the outermost shell of electron in atom is known as atomic radius, and in case of ion it is also known as ionic radius. And it is observed that the values are given, and calcium value is given for the comparison, and the value decreases with the increase of atomic number of the element. Both, this is the metal and this is the M2 plus and M3 plus ion. So it is generally both, in case of atomic and ionic radii, both the value decreases with the increase of atomic number. So for any given element, the ionic radius is smaller than atomic radius, and ionic radius is seen to decrease as the positive charge on the ion increases. And and this is expected because when positive ion is formed by the loss of electron and the effective nuclear charge increases, this pulls electron cloud inward with greater force, resulting in the decrease of radius. Hence, for given element, radii decreases in the order, that is metal is having higher value than M2 plus, M2 plus having greater value than M3 plus. So these are the general trend. Now there is also variation of atomic radii and ionic radii in the period and in the group. So here the atomic radii of the element of the series are seen to decrease with the increase in atomic number. This is due to the added nuclear charge which pull the electron cloud inward. The decrease, however, is very slight. In fact, it is much less than in any period of the representative element. The radii of element from chromium to copper are seen to remain almost constant. This is due to the screening effect of 3D electrons. The additional nuclear charge tends to pull the electron inward, while inner 3D electron screen the outer 4s electron from the inward pull of the nucleus. Due to these opposing effect, which almost nearly compensate each other, and radii of element from chromium to copper do not show much variation. And here one thing is that again the ionic radii show same trend as atomic radii, that is these also decreases with the increase in the atomic number. The radii of M2 plus ion are comparable with the calcium 2 plus ion shown in the table, although they are slight difference. Hence here these are the values shown here, and like similar to the atomic radius, ionic radius also show the slight decrease in the value. So this table shows variation in from scandium to zinc. So it increases as the atomic number increases, the atomic and ionic radii decreases. And third property is ionization potential. As we know, what is the definition of ionization potential? It is the amount of energy required to remove the electron from outermost shell. So this amount of energy required is known as ionization potential. And what is I1? I1 is nothing but the amount of energy required to remove one electron from outermost shell. This is known as first ionization potential. I2 means the amount of energy required to remove two electrons from the outermost shell. So it is known as I2. And similarly I3. I3 means the amount of energy required to remove 3 electrons from the outermost shell. So it is represented by I3. So I1, I2, I3. We can also write that I1 is less than I2, I2 is less than I3. So this is the trend of ionization potential, and it is observed that in case of ionization potential, some changes are there, and in case of we can from this table shows that there is a increase of value of ionization potential with the increase in atomic number. This is expected because nuclear charge increases by 1 unit at each step and atomic radius decreases. But the increase in the slight due to the skinning effect of inner d electron which oppose the nuclear charge effect. We find that first ionization potential value I1 for first 4 elements shown for scandium, titanium, vanadium and chromium for first element are almost same. Similarly, the values for next 5 elements from manganese to copper also show slightly higher than previous element, and zinc has exceptionally higher value of because because of the stable configuration, and zinc have the configuration 3d10 4s2. Second and third ionization potential value for any given element also increases and show the higher as expected. Within the series of series, I2 and I3 values is same as that of the I1 values, that is these values also increases with the increasing atomic number. Chromium and copper have unexpectedly higher values of second ionization potential. This is because these elements in these element the second electron is to be removed from the stable configuration D5 and D10, and therefore values are high. I3 values of manganese and zinc are also higher as compared to the other values. So now here it is marked also. So in case of I2, in case of chromium and copper, second ionization potential value is higher as compared to this one because it is show this type of, this is smaller and this is larger. Again here, so this is value is greater, so higher value is because of the half field and completely field of metals, because second electron we have to remove from D5 and D10. Therefore it is possible to remove electron, but the amount of energy required is high. Therefore second ionization potential of chromium and copper is more as compared to the other element. In case of third ionization potential, the values of manganese and zinc also have, because of the half field orbital is there in case of manganese, and D10 configuration is there in case of zinc. So again we have to remove third electron from the stable configuration is difficult, but it is possible, but the amount of energy required is more. So this is the general trend as shown here. The value increases with the increase of atomic number. First 4 in case of I1, first 4 values are near the same, then next, and this is higher value. Now in case of the values are increases, but here these two are showing the higher value as compared to other element. In case of I3, manganese and zinc show higher values of ionization potential. So this is the trend of first transition series element. And last property is there that we are going to see is a important property is that the first transition series element show a variable oxidation state. So what is an oxidation state? It is the tendency of element to lose electron or to gain electron. When they lose electron, they have positive charge. When they gain electron, have a negative charge. Therefore, oxidation state may be positive or may be negative. And now here, first transition series element shows the variable oxidation state. Variable means one element can show different oxidation state. And as we know that variable oxidation state are possible in the transition element because there is a very small energy difference between the 3d and 4s level, and therefore chemical energy available during the oxidation is sufficient to remove all 4s and one or more 3d electrons, and because of that they show various oxidation state. And this table shows that variable oxidation state exhibited by the transition element, and from this table some points can be noted. That is, first of all, that the first transition variable oxidation state means one element can be present in +1, +2, +3 oxidation state, means one element can show different oxidation state. In case of S block, they show only the fixed oxidation state, not variable. In case of S or P, for example, in case of S block, alkali metal and alkaline earth metal. So first A group have fixed oxidation state +1. Second A group have +2 oxidation state, fixed. Sodium have fixed +1 and beryllium have +2, like that. So here, but the transition elements show variable oxidation state because of the availability of 3d orbital, and 4s and 3d orbital have comparable energy, and therefore because of the presence of d orbital subshell they show variable oxidation state. Now from this table we can show some important points. Now minimum oxidation state is there and maximum oxidation state. So in case of chromium and copper, they show +1 oxidation state as a minimum oxidation state, and for other element +2 is the minimum oxidation state. And maximum oxidation state shown by manganese, and it is +7. So manganese show different oxidation state, +2, +3, +4, +6, +7. Second important point is that some oxidation state are stable, some are unstable. So here the oxidation state which is underlined here, those are underlined are the stable oxidation state, and those are not underlined are the unstable oxidation state. So first point is minimum oxidation state, maximum oxidation state. Second point is that is the here some are showing here the minimum oxidation state and maximum, and second important point is the oxidation state which are underlined are stable and those are not underlined are unstable. Third important point is that in case of first transition series, the common oxidation state shown by all the element is +2. The common oxidation state shown by this element is a +2. So these are the three important points we can be these 3 points we can explain on the basis of this table. And here again we can also show the nature of the compound. So compound in those compound which are present in a lower oxidation state are generally ionic, and as oxidation state increases the ionic character also decreases. When the oxidation state increases, the ionic character decreases and the covalent character become prevalent. The nature of oxide changes from basic to acidic as the oxidation number increases. This is can be obtained from this that. So again now I am repeating that lower the oxidation state of the element, then generally they are ionic in nature, and covalent also. The ionic and covalent character can be explained on the basis of oxidation state. So first transition series element show variable oxidation state, and here from scandium to zinc, other than zinc all elements show variable oxidation state. Zinc have stable configuration and 3d10 4s2, so they show +2 oxidation state. So three important points are there: minimum oxidation state, maximum, second is stable and unstable, and next one is that is the common oxidation state. So first transition series element have strong element shows variable oxidation state. So today we stop here, and today in first transition series element we have discussed the 4 important properties. First of all we have seen the characteristics of first transition series element, and after that 4 important properties. Number 1 is electronic configuration of the element. Second is atomic and uninucleotide. Third is a ionization potential, and fourth one is a variable oxidation state of 3D series or first transition series element. So some remaining property we will see in the next lecture, that is the complex formation tendency of the element, and second is the color of the compounds and catalytic properties of this compound and magnetic properties.